And there's the back of the Savitri Temple on the top of Ratnagiri Hills, looking down to the holy town and the holy lake of Pushkar. 2 days of planes, trains and automobiles, and we arrived in Pushkar. This incredibly cultural town's spiritual centre is a holy lake surrounded by bathing ghats. It's also famous for its camels. We enjoyed a few days of exploring this unique spot, including a ride up a gondola.
I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line.
We made it to Pushkar after 2 days of travel.
A long haul to get here from Leh Ladakh. First we had a really early start and then actually caught a plane to Delhi.
An overnight in Delhi, and then today we caught a 7.5-hour train to Ajmer.
Wrapped up with a short local bus ride, and here we are in Pushkar. Our first morning in Pushkar. This town is famous for its holy lake, around which there are heaps of bathing ghats. There's loads of temples. Not too sure what we're going to get up to. We're going to wander around and see what we find.
First mission.
Loads of food. Having my first chai here in Pushkar. It is delicious. The chai wala has 40 years experience. It's a good one. We have been to the official tourist information office, as I am wont to do here in Pushkar. It would be fair to say it's jobs for the boys, but they were very friendly. We are now at a restaurant and we couldn't decide between the special thali or the super special thali. So obviously we're getting the super special thali. The super special thali looks awesome.
Does it look super special?
Yeah, it does actually look super special. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Start with the gutta paneer on some of my papad. Oh, yum. This is awesome. Like, we've had a lot of thalis in India, and for 100 rupees, this has got to be one of the best value for money ones. Really good paneer curry, heaps of dahi, a little salad which you don't normally get. It is very unusual for me to not finish a thali, but I'm like, ooh, I could probably stop. I'm not going to stop.
Do not judge a book by its cover. Hands down, one of the best thalis we have had in all of India, and we've been here for 3 months. For 100 rupees, it's fantastic value.
Pushkar is famous for its Camel Festival. We are not here at the right time of year, but they reckon the accommodation sells out 3 weeks in advance. That's how huge it is. So we've got a great view from the road bridge of the footbridge, and then the lake with all the ghats in the background. We have to take our shoes off to cross that bridge, but we're going to do that at some stage. I'm just admiring Pushkar's historical park. It is a protected monument, archaeological protected monument. Looks like a couple of old temple buildings in a nice grassy field. Can't get in though.
We would love to tell you more, but there is no signs, and there's nothing on any of the mapping software we have. I would guess, what would you guess, babe? 13th century.
13?
Yeah.
15.
15. I reckon's 15, I think 13.
Just going for a little chop on the western side of the lake on our exploration of the outer ring of Pushkar.
Go for it.
Shall I do 20 and just pause the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, first time travel.
Nice. Oh, we're okay, we'll just get some photos. Is that alright? Get some photos. Sorry?
What's that?
I'm not sure.
Hey, video!
Hello, selfies at Pushkar! Woo! I was standing too close to a cow and I got headbutted. I think he was actually just scratching himself and I was collateral damage. Whoops.
Now for all the children of our family and friends that we send postcards to, just remember this. This is what we have to do every few weeks. I'll start trying to figure out how to decide which postcard to get. It can take us a while sometimes. There are lots of beautiful postcards.
Well, the next ones we send will probably be from Jai Selma.
As we fade into gray. But our summer's away.
So these are the ghats around Pushkar Lake. Now there is 52 separate ghats, and most evenings there is different ceremonies that happen down here where people will come and bathe. But in the mid-afternoon there is no one around. It's a great time to explore. We are finding that the ghats are not as easy to walk between as we had been told. Probably not helped by the fact that the lake is quite high, so it cuts off a lot of the access points and the steps that join them all.
I've just made it for sunset at Pushkar's Sunset Point, which is one of the more public ghats. It is certainly a beautiful spot for sunset. I see the appeal. Aside from the inevitable motorbikes, the main bazaar area of Pushkar is a really pleasant place to stroll around just after visiting Sunset Point. It's quite lively, some really nice souvenirs. It's just the closed in lanes. It feels really cultural, not to mention the enormous cows like that one that you expect to see everywhere. It's a bit of an institute for tourists and Indians alike here in Pushkar. It's like falafel corner, all these places that do falafel rolls and burgers. Not sure if it's because there's heaps of Israeli tourists here or something else they've picked up. Very tasty if you want to change from Indian food. It is a lovely day in Pushkar. This afternoon my plan is to walk southwest trying to find the Savitri Temple and ropeway. I'm not sure if I'm going to catch the cable car or walk up the hill. Find out when we get there. So here's an interesting puri cart where I think each one of these jars is a different sauce to put on the puri. One of them is meant to be garlic, should be good. Gonna give it a go. First was meant to be spicy. Oh yeah, garlic's good. It's like mint, lamb mint, it's really yum. Trash in there. All 6 flavors. My favorite was definitely garlic. I like the traditional one. Mint was interesting. Nemal was lovely. I'm getting a lassi here in Pushkar and its special ingredient is gulkan, which is a type of jam. So it's 50 rupees, quite expensive by lassi standards, but this is the style in Pushkar. So it also comes with a small amount of rose water syrup on top. Very nice. The gulkan is quite grainy, really nice with the rose water. That is tasty. Well, I can see my destination in front of me, and it looks like quite a steep hill. I'm not sure I'm going to make it. It's very hot at the moment. I'm sure I'm going to get an amazing view of Pushkar in the desert. Well, I've been told by 2 European tourists I bumped into that I should definitely not try and walk, because they just did, and they looked broken. I'm going to get a price check on this thing. I think this is the entrance here. That's right, in the interest of my own health, I'm going to get the cable car. Don't judge, it's stinking hot, and supposedly a lot of the steps are like 3 times normal size steps, so I'm just going to do it this way. Whew. Of course.
1%.
Yes, that's right. By myself today. Thank you.
Take your seat.
So. Oh hell, there is a massive queue to get back down this thing, even though there was no queue to get up it. I might be walking halfway after all. Ah. And this is the amazing view from the Savitri Temple on the top of Ratnagiri Hill overlooking Pushkar. So this temple, which is quite modern, I think, and not really worth the climb if you're coming up here for temples, is dedicated to the goddess Savitri, who was a wife of Brahma. This site, Pushkar, is significant in their mythology. This is where Savitri was supposed to meet Brahma, but she was late. He married someone else, and she cursed everyone from the top of Ratnagiri Hill. The cable car is worth it to get up. I'm a bit daunted by the enormous queue to catch the cable car back down. I may be walking, and as you can probably see, the steps look terrible. I was hoping to be able to see the desert from up here. I'm not sure if it's over one of the other hills. Either way, it is a beautiful view. Selfie time. Couple of selfies. Can't get a cable car all the way to the top and then not at least explore the top. That would be the height of laziness. There's a little track that heads off in this general direction. The temple's behind me. And there's the back of the Savitri Temple on the top of Ratnagiri Hills, looking down to the holy town and the holy lake of Pushkar. Luckily there's an enormous troop of monkeys to keep us entertained while we wait in the queue. Strolling around one of the more peaceful parts of the Pushkar Lake, where the temples have pushed the road out from the ghats. You can just walk around. And this is Varaha Temple, one of the oldest and most venerated in Pushkar, although it's clearly not one of the best attended. It's also the only one that I'm allowed in. Really pretty from the outside, very quiet. I'm going to see if I can have a look at the famous boar.
He said not finished, but then look at this.
See, it's not finished. Not finished. A little bit of prepared.
Kel's version of not finished. Alistair's version of not finished.
And I'm still good.
Did what what we could, my friend, but now we're at the end.